it in your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend contact. Some boy not know this. Them only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas, bedtime stories, and pose like them name Chuck Norris. And don't know the real hardcore, cause sandals are not back to. The thugs them we do what them got to. And won't think twice to shot you. Don't make them spot you, unless you carry guns and lot too. A beer tough thing come at you when Trenchtown man stop laugh and block off traffic. Then them we learn pop off and them start trap it. With the pin file long and it a beat rapid. Police come in a jeep and them can't stop it. Some say them a playboy rabbit. Get dropped like a bad habit. So no bother post up if you don't tap it. Rastafari.
Tú sabes más que nadie que tú eres loca. Ahora baila y quítate la ropa. De Puerto Rico a Cuba, Cuba hasta la Yuma, todas las mujeres don't stop, get sucia. Yo tengo esa gasolina que te gusta. Olvídate de tu marido y disfruta. Deja la intriga, hasta la amiga tuya y ella tremenda bailera. Deja los juegos para los niños de la escuela. Si lo tienes a capela, enséñame, no tengas pena, mira. I'ma tell you one more time, yo te doy la gasolina.
Young Homer. Hustler, baby. I just want you to know. It ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go.
Top of the world.
Now I just wanna love you. But be who I am.
Know you love me.
And with all this cash,
More money, more
you
problems.
forget your man. Now give it to me.
Give me that phone, my niggas will be back.
You guys should have rolled up your blunts by now, right?
Yes, yeah.
If you haven't, start. Put that music back on. We're about to wind this in real good.
Hey, hey, hey. Where's New York at?
There you go. NYC, can you make some noise? Now I don't hear y'all. Cannabis NYC, can I hear some noise? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. When we met.
We did it. Welcome to the 51st Annual Cannabis Parade. Oh my God, look at everybody. Everybody looks so good.
I know. Well, first we probably should introduce ourselves.
Yeah, right.
We did just get off the floor. Did y'all see us come in? Well,
We was coming in loud loud and in style.
And loud and in style. Well, I want to welcome you to the 51st Cannabis Parade. My name is Dashida Dawson, and I am the founding director of Cannabis NYC, which is located in the New York City Department of Small Business Services. And I'm excited to be your co-host today. Woo! And shout out to our co-MC. Can you introduce yourself to me?
My name is Black Rose from NYC. Comedian and cannabis activist. And listen, I can't wait to have such a great time. We have such a great lineup of speakers. We have a great panelist coming up next.
We do. So I hope you're interested in the legal cannabis industry. And if you're interested in the legal cannabis industry, hopefully you're interested in getting a license. How many people are interested in getting a license in cannabis?
Yeah, how many? Put your hands up. How many people want to get their licenses?
So these next panelists are already licensed in New York State, and they are licensed and gearing up to open. And so we're really thrilled to be joined on stage by our moderator, Mona Zhang from Politico. I want to shout out to Mona, who has definitely been covering the cannabis industry for years.
Yes, yes.
And making sure that our legalization efforts are really getting the proper coverage that they deserve.
Listen, this is all the representation we've always needed. We have so much resource here right now, and this has brought us to this point right now where it is being legalized. Now we just need more information, and these people are here to just give the information for free. Because we are a community, aren't we, people?
Yes, yes. And hopefully you are taking advantage of our community partners. They are located in all of the tents here around you. Shout out to our travel agency partner, Cannabis World Congress and Business Expo. And if you don't already have a We Love NYC t-shirt, you want to make your way to the Cannabis NYC tent and get a free t-shirt, y'all.
Y'all should get that fast, right?
Yes.
It's a little nippy, but I don't know what happened with this weather, but we're here.
Yes, we're here. And so we are thrilled. What time is it? Are we ready for the panel?
Are we ready for the panelists? First, let's give it up to all of y'all right here in Union Square. Round of applause for NYC Cannabis.
Let's go! Yes!
And you're going to introduce the panelists, right?
Yes.
You're going to let them know who is here.
Yes, so first up on our panel, we have Miss Jessica Nyc of Renaissance BK. Please join us on stage. Uh-oh.
Yes.
We got this on the part here. I want to also call up Alex Norman of Bodega NYC. Please join us on stage. Take a seat. And we have Harold Baines of New York THC Company. Please join us on stage, you all. Yes, come on the side. And then we have our Mona Zhang right here.
Okay, all right,
We're gonna leave mics for you. Shout out to our
Put your hands together
panelists.
right now for the panelists!
Check. 1, 2.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Yeah, mic check, 1, 2. Sorry about that, guys.
Homie, you don't know me to begin with. There's too many heads to be popping and let my friend admit. Unless you pull out the fat crispy. $5 bill on the real before it's history. Cause we having no vacuum lungs. And if you let us down. I come to school with the Vega on my earlobe. Favorite players.
How's everyone doing? My name is Mona Jung. I'm a cannabis policy reporter for Politico, and I'm really excited to be joined on stage at the Cannabis Parade today with these card licensees. They represent among the first dispensary licensees in New York, and we're going to hear about their experience with the new regulated industry. I guess to start off, do you guys want to introduce yourselves and your businesses?
My name is Harold Baines. I'm owner of New York City THC company, also Rush Buddies. We will be the first legacy to legal cannabis delivery company in New York City when we open.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Naissant. I'm the owner of Renaissance BK. We're a dispensary opening in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York this summer. So please come and find us. My recycling company's in the back as well, Repop Box. If you guys have any recycled cannabis waste, please drop it off in the back. Let's save the earth one cannabis package at a time. All right.
I got it. No, I got the mic. She shared it. Yeah. My name is Alex. I'm founder of Bodega NYC. I'm a Brooklyn card license. Hopefully when I find a location, I'll be open soon. So look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, so card licensees, for people who are not familiar, it's a licensing program in New York that gives the first dispensary licenses to justice-impacted entrepreneurs, people who have past cannabis convictions, people who have family members with past cannabis convictions. So it really represents an effort by the state to redress the harms of the war on drugs. Jessica, what does having a card license mean to you?
Having a card license means a lot. My background is in biochemistry. That's what I received a bachelor's degree in. But my passion was always for plant medicine. While I was in college, I got arrested for selling cannabis, and because of that, it inhibited my chances of getting into medical school. So I transitioned, I became an entrepreneur. I opened up the first CBD dispensary on Long Island in Valley Stream called Wake and Bake Cafe, which was lit for a few years. And now I was able to apply for this license and hopefully open up before the summer ends. And I think it's a great opportunity for people who have really been harmed by the war on drugs. It's a chance for me to make millions of dollars for my family. And, I'm here for that. Reparations, one way or another.
Hello?
Why did you choose to apply for a license?
I started my brand in 2019. Dispensary was never my first intention with the brand. Actually thought I was gonna have my products on shelves, but when the card opportunity presented itself, having been formally charged with a cannabis conviction, it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. It does feel some redemption, knowing that what I was doing in the past was something I always believed in, but I always knew there was a risk in what I was doing. I got in trouble for growing. I had a loft in Brooklyn that got, the door kicked in, and they got me basically from the smell. But I'm looking forward to being able to realize all my dreams and ideas and, for the industry, which before we really couldn't do, because, you couldn't really be out there with your business and be, you had to be behind the scenes. So now I get to, share my ideas and my vision for, New York City cannabis and the culture.
Harold, what about you? How are you feeling about this opportunity?
I'm thankful for the opportunity. I think the fact that New York State said social justice and social equity kind of put that first, prioritized it. It was a big deal to me, growing up in a neighborhood where we were traditionally disproportionately affected by prohibition of marijuana and by every other policing technique. It's important to me to have this opportunity, take advantage of this opportunity, to be able to bring money back into my community. it's important. And I believe in cannabis. I believe in it as a plan, as for medicinal purposes, for community building purposes. I think that it's a positive thing to legalize it and allow us to benefit from selling it.
What have been your guys' biggest challenges so far? And do you have a message for lawmakers and regulators when it comes to how they approach, regulating this industry?
For me personally, my personal challenge has been realizing that the financial infrastructure is not there for us. There's no place for us to turn for investment opportunities. There were low interest loans, or zero interest loans actually, I would promise, that haven't materialized yet. And as an entrepreneur that's doing this with my family, when you run into issues and you're taking losses, it's very difficult. It's personally, we were approved of a location that was later on, after we spent a significant amount of money invested in the opportunity, they denied the location, and it caused a significant setback. And if it were a situation where we could go out and get financing ourselves easily, it's the problem that easily be remedied. But because it was legalized without having the finances in place first, has caused a significant amount of setback for the industry itself and for all the card licensees who have been trying their hardest to get open.
I think another really big issue, as well as financial, is regulatory. There was recently a rescheduling of cannabis, if you guys aren't aware. But to be quite honest, if you really are for the plant, you should be for descheduling. And I'm gonna shout out CRCC, who's always talking about deschedule or do nothing, and that's pretty much where we stand. And what we want to see is everybody out of jail for cannabis arrest, especially non-violent offenders. Like, it's a plant, so that's one of the hurdles that I see right now. And I really hope that people represent in the government and make policy change that is actually beneficial for all people who have utilized the plant and have been affected by the plant.
I guess some of the challenges is just trying to stay positive, because there's a lot of negativity, a lot of headwinds, from financing to predatory investors, to just constant change in the rules and regulations. And I think the most important aspect, or what people need to do, is really just focus on their brand and what they want to project out there in terms of how they want to represent themselves in the industry. So for me, it's just, not getting caught up, because there's a laundry list of, bad news and bad experiences and people losing a lot of money. But it's a matter of trying to just temper your expectations and just know that the slow and steady wins the race, and not have a fear of missing out syndrome, because this industry is just getting started. So because you don't get in right now, or in my situation, I haven't been able to open my shop because of the last 2 lawsuits, and then just the challenges of finding a location. When the time is right, it'll be the right time, and make sure that you do things where you don't feel pressured. Where it's gotta be the right situation, and don't feel like if you don't make a bad deal just to make a deal, that the industry's going to get away from you. It really isn't. So just got to stay positive and plan your work and work your plan. So
you guys are all licensed and haven't opened up shop yet. And recently, I feel like there's been a debate in New York about how many licenses should regulators give people. What do you think about that? Should regulators be giving a lot of licenses out right now, or do you think there should be a more measured approach?
I honestly think there should be more support for the people who are already licensed. I think the reason the rollout has been slow is because the people who were licensed in that first and second round didn't receive the full support that they should have. Those first 120 shops or whatever it is should have been opened relatively quickly, and then there wouldn't have been complaint from the farmers of state. There wouldn't have been a year worth of wasted crop and all the issues that everyone else was having. I'm all for licensing. I want anyone who wants to get into the industry to be able to get in. I think there's tons of space, but I think that it's important for that first group to find the support that they need. That will really help to speed things up.
I totally agree with Harold. There's not much for me to add there other than, it's a market, right? In every market, there's oversaturation. So if there are too many licenses that are retail or cultivation on the market before the supply chain can keep up, it'll cause a huge problem. So I believe that it should definitely be measured. But whoever wants a license, if you have the grit, the tenacity, and the financial backing to do it, do it. But it's not easy at all.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I think there's definitely an inflection point when it comes to licensing. I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding. There's too many illicit shops in New York. If they were all licensed, we'd all say, "Wow, why are there like 8 shops on one block?" And then you look at all these spots, and most of these illicit shops, to say hypothetically they were licensed, they're all empty. And I know a lot of guys that do have shops that are closing down because they can't make money anymore. It's, they're basically selling bottled water. It's like it's everywhere. So I think, there's definitely, I think there's math there to be figured out what the, right number of shops should be licensed. And I do think there should be somewhat of a measured approach to it, because if you look back at what's happening in California and Colorado and other states, they have overcapacity. It's a race to the bottom. Prices of wholesale flower is collapsing. A pound of weed 4 years ago was $2,000. Now it's $600 wholesale. That's not good for the market. And so, we could all say we want to do it, but it could be to the detriment of the industry as a whole. So, everybody's got to, be smart about it.
Yeah, looking ahead, how do you guys envision New York cannabis and yourselves in it? What are your hopes for the industry and the program here?
My hopes, I don't see cannabis changing New York. I mean, I do see New York becoming a destination for cannabis, definitely. But for me, cannabis has always been a New York thing. So for me personally, not that much has changed, except that now we can do it out in the open. We can all gather in the park. We can all smoke in front of a police officer without fear that's going to affect our future. And having that openness is going to make New York a desirable place for people to come to experience cannabis culture.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that New York and New Yorkers are trendsetters, and I believe that both in our policy for social equity, we're gonna be a beacon for the world, and how we reflect our licensing and we reflect how people are supposed to be treated who utilize the plant. I hope that every city in the world where cannabis is celebrated is able to rock out on a float going down whatever Broadway they have, you know what I mean? So that's what I hope for cannabis, for sure.
I mean, it's hard to say what it's going to be like. I know what it is, and I think anybody that's grown up in New York, in our minds, it's pretty much been legal anyway. We've been living that lifestyle. So now it's just more giving us the opportunity to not worry about getting arrested. And again, realizing some of the ideas, consumption lounges, festivals, parades, things like that, where now, basically, taking the proverbial handcuffs off of us and letting us do what we know, what to do with with this plant. So I don't really think again, for me, I grew up here, so it's not really anything new in terms of just the lifestyle, but it's just a little bit more, weight off our shoulders and now having to look over our shoulders and worry about getting arrested. So, I think more to come.
We touched on this a little bit already, but do you guys have any advice for aspiring cannabis entrepreneurs out there, people who are interested in getting into the industry?
It's not for the thin-skinned. You got to be prepared to fight. You got to be prepared to stay in it. for the long haul. You know, a lot of people think that it's going to be, you know, millions of dollars overnight. It's not that. It's a grind. It's a hustle. And be prepared for that. Now with regulations and dealing with bureaucracy, be prepared for setbacks. Be prepared for financial issues. If you have family or investors that are close to you, realize you're going to have to utilize those things. You're going to need all the support that you can possibly build to rally around you. And it's going to be tough. Be prepared for it.
I would say be willing to invest in yourself. Hold on to your dream, you know, for sure, if that's what it is for you. Because if you don't invest in yourself, why would someone else? You know what I mean? Also, own multiple businesses. If you're an entrepreneur, be an entrepreneur for real. You know, have your hands in real estate. Like, you know, learn other crafts where you can make money passively that can help fund what you want to do in cannabis for sure.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a labor of love. So if you don't love it, just go do something else, because it definitely is going to test your patience. But again, if you do what you love, then it's not work. So just be ready for, you know, all the bumps and bruises that come with the business. But again, if you're passionate about it, then it's not going to be work.
How do you feel about being on the stage now? Could you ever have imagined that, like, the city would be organizing this in Union Square Cannabis Parade, something that used to be like a countercultural thing, and that you'd be up on the stage talking about your experiences?
I would have never imagined it. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. It's a unique time in our lives where, you know, the people in power realize that they got it wrong. They got it wrong about cannabis. They got it wrong a long time ago. And it's nice to be alive and be in this industry right now and be ready to capitalize on and enjoy, you know, cannabis culture in New York.
I absolutely love to see it. I love the support that cannabis is getting, and you know, I actually told my parents just like a year and a half ago that I even sold weed, you know, and it was very freeing for me. So I come from a very hardcore Haitian, first generation Haitian American background, and they don't look at cannabis at all like a plant. But I'm able to expand their minds and their experiences by showing them like what it means to me and how it can be utilized.
I mean, I did see this coming. I just didn't think it was going to take this long, because I was at first 420 parade was at Washington Square Park. I was there in '93, so that was the first time I saw people with, you know, walking around with plants, selling weed like an open market. Obviously, the park was surrounded by looked like the military, but I did see this coming. I just never thought it was going to take this long, but we're here, so.
All right, we're about out of time, but could you all just remind everyone who you are, your businesses, where people can find you, when you might be opening?
Yeah, my name is Jessica Naissant. I'm the owner of Renaissant BK, spelled RENAISSANT.BK on Instagram. So hit that follow button. We're opening up in Williamsburg this summer, so come holla at your girl.
Alex, founder of Bodega NYC. You can find the brand on IG at Bodega NYC, or you can log on to my website at bodega.nyc. Got a ton of content there about culture, lifestyle, industry, and hopefully I'll be opening up in Brooklyn by sometime this year.
And my name is Harold Baines. I'm the owner of New York THC Company, and we own Rush Buddies. You can find us at rushbuddies.com, Rush Buddies on Instagram, and we will be delivering soon. And I just want to say, lastly, let's go Knicks.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Hopefully you learned something in that last one. We're gearing up for a little musical interlude.
How's everybody feeling? Okay, everybody lit up already? What we smoking on? No, I want to hear what we smoking on. Somebody shout something. OG Kush. Sativa. I like my hybrids.
I got my Durban poison.
Who got some purple haze? I'm looking for some haze. Somebody roll me a blunt.
Hey.
A fat ass blunt.
And
I want no damn seeds in there.
we gotta have a sour diesel in New York.
Sour diesel in New York.
That's what's up. So we are super excited because we have our next performer to the stage.
Yes.
Yes. We are going to hear next from Dre Island. But while we get set up, we got to give a shout out for DJ Cat, who's keeping us lit.
Come on, let me hear it for DJ Ken. She's been holding it down with the germs.
All right, so we're going to bring Dre up. We're going to get his next set up. And we're going to listen to DJ Cat. Make sure you're visiting all of our exhibitors. We also have a photo booth area in the back. And if you're looking for illegal cannabis, shout out to our delivery partner, the Society House. You can actually order online and get it delivered to the street out at the Purple Tent.
That sounds great. That sounds like an amazing day.
It's lit.
With goodies and activities and entertainment on top of that, which is coming up next.
That's how we do
My
it.
weed from women!
We'll see you in the next one. Hey, Cat, keeping us bumping. All right. So we are excited to bring to the stage our next musical performance, our first of the day. Yes. Let's bring Jay Island to the stage. Let's go. Everybody cheer. Let's go. Let's go, New York.
Greetings, Cannabis NYC. I go by the name of Dre Island, and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, I love is all we bring. And I just want to make this valid point to everybody to be aware before I sing. I was told that I have the first official marijuana album. All songs, all 8 songs, strictly about the plant, strictly about the flower. And it's dedicated to all of y'all. It's called High Times from Dre Island. And this is one of my songs. Big up my brother Dre, thanks. Hey ha, hey ha, hey ha, hey ha. Light up the marijuana and meditate and feel high, feel alive. I say, you're my motivation, you're my elevation. Yes, you're my medication. That's what you are to me. All these inspirations past my expectation. Marijuana, you are everything in this world to me. I said you take me high, so high, where birds don't even fly. Say you take me high, so high, so high. So high, past the moon in the sky. See, take me far away, past ecstasy. Ooh, yeah. I see trees of greens, purple and blue, my eyes bleeding crimson. You said, my point of view is you've changed so many lives. As I know from truth, and that's all because of you. Now I can't get over you, marijuana. You're my motivation, you're my elevation. Say what you are to me. All these inspiration, way past my expectation. Say you are everything in this world to me. I say you take me high, so high. Yeah, you take me high, where birds don't even fly. Yeah, you take me high, so high, so high. Respectfully legalizing marijuana. Say, ooh, all I wanna do is get out with you. Say you don't ever fight, you never start no issue. You took me places that I have never been to. A Mick Jagger, Black Prince, watch me come through, yeah. All I wanna do is get out with you. The way you stabilize my mind, nobody else can do. Feelings in my body, yeah, this must have been a miracle. You're underrated, you're the best, not to mention. Right into my pain, I watch you pay the money rain. It's through my struggles and my strain. Without you, life ain't the same. My spliff, I roll it up and let my meds flow. My trolley slide it up for my heroes. Fire on the volcano. I'm alive and I don't want them for my ego. I gotta let it go. Yeah. I'm alive and I don't want them for my ego. Say, I gotta let it go. Do you love marijuana? Rastafari gave us. Yes, I. That one is from. Yes, I. This one I'll be giving to you is titled We Praise, featuring my brother Popcorn. You know we have to give thanks to the herbs. You know it's a beautiful scenery to see everyone in front of me just smoking like this in Union Square. You know it's a jar Rastafari, I know. Yes, I. Love is all we show. Yes. Never forget to pray. I say, yeah, a prayer a day will chase all evil away. Oh yes, cause who judge a bless, say no man curse. Like me marijuana, we must grow. Yes, never forget to pray. Some cry, some smile, yes, some fight every day. But we rise to the top, cause we know what it takes. Through it all we survive, yet still hold the faith. Unchangeable, Cali boy, him unchangeable. Hear me out when I say, no matter how them city dollars stack up, we still not change. We have us stay rough, cause in this Gideon you have to buckle up your lace. Be smart, don't be a gruff, no, no. Life it's a journey, it's a long race. Must say son be wise, don't bring disgrace. So take up your broom and start sweep the place. Cause all these ways they got to get erased. I love to meet people that me embrace. Truth are the truth that can't erase. So hell to all of those who want hate. Just send me to finish this race. So we ain't giving up, no. We put up a fight, we've got to be ready. Cause time's getting dreary. Just said don't you worry, I'll be in a hurry, Lord. Got to be ready. Cause time's getting dreary. Yes, we pray, oh, we pray, we pray. I'm a brother, Papa, would I say, blessings of the flow when the prayer gone up, and not a evil can almost Yes, Rastafari.
Normal time. It's a new normal time right now. I'm Joe Bondi. I'm the Vice Chairman of National Normal, and I'm here with my wonderful friend and fellow board member, Imani Dawson. And we're here to give you a message about Normal. I want to start by saying thank you for spending all the years that you've spent on marijuana. In life, there's one thing we really can't go to the store and buy more of, and it's time. And a lot of you have spent a lot of time trying to push this movement and to get us here today and to get marijuana legal like it should be. I joined Normal on the National Legal Committee years ago, and it's been a privilege for me. I've traveled all around the country trying to save people and keep them from going to the penitentiary and trying to talk to governments and trying to make change. And along the way, I met some amazing and beautiful and wonderful people. Born and raised in New York, and I've been coming to this park since Reagan years. It's a very different time for all of us. So there's a new normal, and we're going to talk about a little and how important that is, particularly with Schedule 3, because frankly, I don't think you need to be a patient to get weed, and I don't think that any of us have been fighting so hard to leave it there. So if you care about, or hand it over to corporations. So if you care about employment, you care about your medical prescriptions, you care about being able to be a consumer, and you care about pot being cheap and available everywhere without a desert, then come talk to us and talk about the work we do and how we can help you. But we really need you to help, particularly since we're at this cusp of change right now. Imani?
Thank you, Joe. I'm grateful to you as a steward of the New York cannabis industry and someone who has been around fighting for justice since before it was cool. I'm grateful for everyone here. We've taken this moment to say that cannabis is legal, and we did that. We fought for that. You know, we stood out here in the rain for that. We pushed Albany for that. We pushed federally for that. This is our moment, and I definitely want to claim it. I became a Normal member because Normal is the most esteemed advocacy organization in the space. The reality is that Normal created cannabis advocacy. They gave birth to it, and we're here to oversee the evolution because we know with legalization comes new challenges, the need to protect consumer rights, the need to stand up for the black and brown people who borne the harm of cannabis prohibition. So congratulations, y'all, we survived another thing. So we are here to move this community into the future as we explore what it means to be Schedule 3, what it means to be legal in New York, and to hold the people in power accountable for the community that we wanted to be because we fought for it. Thank you.
We got another half a park to fill, by the way, in coming years, all right? So here's the goal. From here to there, both sides of the park. Thank you all. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you so much to Normal. Without them, this couldn't have been done. We got some more speakers coming up right now. We're just gonna get right to it. Also, a Grand Marshal nominee. Get ready for the DPA, Cassandra Frederick. Let's go. Hello, New York.
My name is Cassandra Frederick. I'm the Executive Director at the Drug Policy Alliance. We are a national and the New York City Cannabis Ambassador. What was I saying? Oh, yes. It was great shit. Anyway, DPA is a national organization that works to end the drug war. We work on ending criminal penalties for all drugs because we believe that no one should be incarcerated for drug possession or be involved in the drug trade. We work all over this country. Before I became the executive director of DPA, I was the New York State director, and I worked with amazing advocates all throughout New York State to legalize weed here in New York. I'm born and bred from uptown, and everybody gets to smoke weed in New York City because of the advocacy of New York people.
New York is the only place where you can smoke in public. You've been smoking in front of these cops, and back in the day, you used to be getting arrested for that. And now y'all don't get arrested for that no more. Nobody gonna hide that shit. Everybody is out here being proud of who they are and what they put in their bodies, because that is your goddamn right. Is it not? We gotta remind people that New York weed is for New Yorkers. There's been a lot of frauds out here. A lot of people that don't got the receipts for fighting for our shit. And it's important to remind, from the government to the cops to the new people that are here, that New York weed is for New Yorkers. We going first, we going last, we going all. And for everybody that wants to understand what New York weed is about, it's about buying from women, it's from buying from queer folks, and it's absolutely buying black. Okay? It's time for New York elected officials to stop doing these photo ops and actually do what we told them to do, which is give weed to the people. That means let it be easy for us to get in the industry. That means stop arresting us for bullshit. It also means figure out a way to deal with stuff you don't like outside of the criminal legal system. We set cops out of weed, don't bring them back under a new shit. You understand what I'm saying? This march has been going on for 51 years before it was legal by the law, because people decided that it was legal. So let's not wait for the law to tell us what we want our community to do. The law is the last thing we do. Community power is the first thing that we build. As for Governor Hochul, you're doing a lot of stuff, boo. And I told y'all on Tuesday, she's back! See y'all.
We gotta bring another amazing activist back into the stage. Put your hands together right now for Chelsea Hicks West.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Chelsea Hicks Wise, and I'm from Marijuana Justice. I am rising from the U.S. South down in VA. Can I get a New York welcome? Say hey! Thanks for having me, y'all. So I don't know if y'all know, but Virginia was the first state in the South to repeal the prohibition of cannabis or possession. We can home grow and we can share. But you know what? Our governor just vetoed our regulated market. What do y'all think about that? That's right. So the reason why I'm up here and I'm here with you all in community, in power, is because as New York takes advantage of smoking in public, as New York celebrates its freedom, I say don't forget to look down at the U.S. South and make sure you're working with us, because there's absolutely nothing about us without us. And we talk about black and brown power, where most of us are from the U.S. South. If you have family, if you have friends from the U.S. South, make some noise. That's right. And we're really working for freedom, because they're still locking us up. They're still ripping. They're trying to get us. They're still locking us up. They're still taking and tearing our families apart. And so it's important that we don't just look at our city. We don't just look at our state. We look at this entire nation. And right now we have to make sure that we are looking towards that White House and we tell him that rescheduling is not enough. Rescheduling is not enough. So we need to decriminalize this entire thing. When I say decrim, you say people. Decrim, people. Decrim, people. When I say free our, you say people. Free our people. Free our people. My name is Chelsea Hicks Wise. I'm from Marijuana Justice, and make sure that we're working with everyone in the U.S. South. And we say, hey, y'all. Thanks so much for having me.
Are my peoples. Coming next to the stage is none other than Shakia Scott, who is a board member for Cannabis Regulators of Color Coalition, and also the first Association in the state of Massachusetts. She is also the Senior Cannabis Business Manager for the city of Boston, y'all. Okay? Here you go, sis.
Thank you. Hi, New York. Don't boo me. But I'm from the big B, and that B stands for Boston. Okay? Thanks for welcoming me to New York. I'm here on behalf of Boston, but also the Cannabis Regulators of Color Coalition. We are a coalition of regulators of color, black and brown people on the ground in these offices, doing the work, leading the fucking way, talking our shit everywhere we go, and making sure, like New York has done with Rashida Dawson, that we can smoke on the streets, that we are not being arrested continuously, and that we are going to continue to push for and scream for descheduling, not rescheduling. Like everyone has said, rescheduling is not a fucking enough. Deschedule cannabis now. So thank you again, New York. And I want to leave you with this as well as we talk about equity, as we push for equity. Remember that equity is not a program. We're not going to settle for bits and pieces of equity programs and equity jargon and talking all this equity shit and not seeing it in practice. So make sure we show up, show out, and lead the way like we are doing at the Cannabis Regulators of Color Coalition as the leading architects of cannabis equity and reform in the United States and beyond. Let's go.
All right. We're gonna bring one more speaker up to the stage because again, we're trying to set this off nationwide. We intend to be the global leader here in New York, but that means we gotta bring everybody. So I wanna bring to the stage next Safita Artist Mills of the United Empowerment Party. Let's go!
How y'all doing today? I am Safita Artist Mills. I am president and co-founder of the United Empowerment Party. If you don't know what UEP is, we are a federally recognized political party registered with the FEC, focusing on cannabis policy and legislation. From day one, since 2021, we have always said it is deschedule, not reschedule. I can give you 40,000 reasons why we need to deschedule. That's how many people are in prison right now because of cannabis. These people are not gonna be free if this gets moved to a Schedule 3. A Schedule 3. It's still federally illegal as a Schedule 3, and they have to do more. We need all of you, we need all of your help. Every organization, every association out here, we need all the signatures we could get for our petition on change.org that is pushing the DEA administrator, the Secretary of the Health and Human Services Administration that recommended the reschedule, Biden and Harris, to deschedule cannabis now. So go to our change.org petition. If y'all love Redman and you follow him, go to his page. He has the link in his bio. He is a co-founder of this party as well. Make sure that you exercise your right to vote. Make sure you are registered. You can go to unitedempowermentparty.org to make sure that you are registered to vote. We need everybody here. If tens and thousands of us can show up at these festivals, tens of thousands of us can sign a petition to make the government do what they promised. Hold your elected officials accountable and make sure that you are not voting based on party affiliation, but voting because people are governing your community to your best interest. Get involved, get civically engaged, and we are always here to support any and every one of you, and the industry needs to unite. Break down the silos and understand that united we are powerful. Our cannabis vote is powerful because every single election they pander to us for our vote. Know your power, exercise your power, and make sure that you get out there and vote for the people that's going to govern you best. Thank you.
Okay, sis, yes. All right, so our last speaker for this segment before our next musical break is none other than Tahir Johnson. He is the new president of the Minority Cannabis Business Association, as well as you are a licensee in New Jersey for Simply Pure. He's about to open his dispensary, y'all.
Hey, what's good with y'all, New York? Hey, man, I want to say what's up. Like she said, my name is Tahir Johnson. I'm the founder and CEO of Simply Pure Trenton and the president of the Minority Cannabis Business Association. And look, man, we need to make sure that cannabis is being legalized here and everywhere, that the people who have been a part of this industry get to continue to be a part of it, people who've been victims of the war on drugs, and that we continue to fight to fully legalize cannabis everywhere. And hey man, we out here, so we gonna smoke good, New York. Hey, holla at your boy.
That man is quick and precise. He is quick and precise. He said, "This is what I gotta say in one sentence, and I'm out." I didn't even get to finish breathing real quick. I was like, how's everybody feeling? Make sure you guys visit everyone. We're gonna go back to a musical break. Enjoy the show, enjoy everyone, enjoy each other, and let's keep going. Let's keep it.
Director of Cannabis NYC, and we are excited to be a host of this year's 51st Cannabis Parade. And we are excited to bring to the stage our next musical act, who is a 2-time Grammy Award nominee. Please show your love for and put your hands together for Raul Milone. Hey, hey.
All right. How's everybody doing? Sunshine, when you're with me I can fly. Sunshine, when you're with me I can fly. Alright. Every day I wonder why peace on earth so hard to find. Real peace begins inside, in our hearts and in our minds. Hearts and minds begin to see what it all with you and me. We know to set us free. Rain, reality is what we know. We can change your river flow, plant a seed, watch it grow, build a shelter, build a home. Home is where my heart will stay, even when I'm far away. Makes no difference what you say, long as you will be mine. Sunshine, when you're with me I can fly. Oh yeah, yeah. Sunshine, when you're with me I can fly. Sad and low, and I'm not sure where to go. And all the good times that I've known, me gone and left me all alone. All alone I'll never be, long as you are here with me. You're in everything I see, in everything I do. All I do for you. You're my sun, you're my moon, every lazy afternoon. You're my inspiration. Inspiration lights the way, brings us stronger to each day, makes the dark clouds go. So let us let the children play. When you're with me, I can fly. Alright. Sunshine. When you're with me, I can fly. Why do you say that?
with me, I can fly. Alright. Sunshine, when you're with me, I can fly. Oh yeah. Music is the reason why people laugh, people cry, singing, dancing, clap their hands. How the whole world understands that we are one. Makes no difference what you've done, where you live under the sun. We are only human, yes it's true. Still the mystery is you, and the sky so clear and blue makes everything feel so brand new day throughout the world. For all the little boys and girls, everybody lift your hand. We can live together. When you're with me, I can fly. Alright. Sunshine, when you're with me, I can fly. Alright. When you're with me, I can fly. Sunshine, when you're with me, I can fly. Alright. Now, sunshine, when you're with me, I can fly. Yeah. Sunshine, when you're with me, I can fly. Thank you very much. I don't drive, but if I did, I'd be a race car driver. And I don't dive, but if I did, I'd be a deep sea diver. Backup plan, I'm not your man. Just in case, doesn't win the race, won't get your buried treasure. With compromise and have interest, push on through till you get to the other side. To keep the pedal to the metal. Oh, to keep the pedal to the metal. Alright. Good Lord, to keep the pedal to the metal. To keep the pedal to the metal now. Alright. I don't believe, but if I did, I'd be a true believer. Yes, I would. I don't deceive, but if I did, I'd be a whining heathen. Yeah. I got plan, I'm not your man. Just in case, doesn't win the race, won't get your buried treasure. With compromise and have measures, push on through till you get to the other side. To keep the pedal to the metal. Oh, to keep the pedal to the metal. Good Lord, to keep the metal, yeah. Keep the pedal to the metal now. Alright. Some say it all comes to nothing. No sense in trying at all. But I'd rather wind up with something. So I'll get up when I'm gone till I'm feeling it all. We keep the pedal to the metal. Alright. We keep the pedal to the metal. Good Lord. Now keep the pedal to the metal now. Keep the pedal to the metal now. Keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal, metal, metal. It's a tune from my brand new album, Lost and Found, and this is called the Gunja Song. I just took a hit, now I'm writing a song. What some people say about marijuana, don't you know that they're wrong? All you ganja people all over the world, you gotta stay strong. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting high, now I'm writing a song. There would be no rock and roll music if it wasn't for weed. Forget about your rock steady reggae without the good seed. Gummies of indica sativa, very good indeed. Cause I'm touching the moon and it's just past noon. I'm writing a tune about me. Feeling old and tired and set in my ways. Then I get inspired, give myself a raise, spending all my days in a mystical haze. I'm not one to pretend that I know what you should do. It may be marijuana, it's not the potion for you. But I can tell you that for me, I know one thing is true. I'm having a blast and I'm done with the past, and it's all just getting me through. inspired, give myself a raise, spending all my days in a mystical haze. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, so we are thrilled, as always, to be supported by our government. I am government. I still can't believe it. Again, my name is Dashida Dawson, and I'm the founding director of Cannabis NYC in the New York City Department of Small Business Services. And we are thrilled to be your host for the 51st New York City Cannabis Parade. Coming next to the stage, we are excited to bring our Manhattan Deputy Borough President, Keisha Sutton James. Put your hands together for her, please.
Thanks, Cecilia. I love having walk-on music. Yes! I feel special today. What's up, New York? How y'all feeling? Come on, I need better. Yes, everybody needs to be like this brother right here. How y'all feeling? Yes! Come on, we get this a cannabis parade. I need more than that, y'all. I know y'all are chilling, but we need to be hyped because this is exciting. This parade has grown so much out of the growth, frankly, out of the Lower East Side parade. And look at us now. We are thousands of people. We have people all over it. It's like, I don't remember what year it is. I've been here for the last 3 years doing this myself, since I've been in the job. But we have thousands of people who have participated in this parade, who come out and support, who come out and thank you. Who come out, and I don't have to yell so hard if I just hold the mic to my face, actually. But it's my point is this parade has grown so much. I'm so excited to always be here representing on behalf of Borough President Mark Levine. I'm proud, frankly, of the work that we're trying to do in this city. New York City with Dashida, New York State legalizing, working on continuing to work on creating economic opportunity for people of color in this space. Sorry. Yes. I love him. We're continuing to create opportunities for people of color in this space, the people who have been most harmed by cannabis prohibition. Cannabis is not a gateway drug. It is not that which has caused, as they claimed in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that it was the source of derelict behavior for people who are black and brown. It is not any of that nonsense. And we know that now. And we are acting differently and treating, and government is treating the cannabis differently. So I'm so proud to get to be here to support and to be out with all of y'all on this day. I know you guys are listening to great music, and I love my walk-on music. I'm a hip-hop girl. I grew up in Harlem in the 80s. So yes, Harlem! Harlem! Yay! I'm not even gonna say Brooklyn because you know what Brooklyn does when Brooklyn gets shouted out. Brooklyn! All right, Queens! Nobody's here for Queens. All right, let's back to Bronx, the Bronx! Bronx, BX! Okay, back to Manhattan. Manhattan! Harlem, but I'm not even gonna talk Staten Island, but you guys may be out there. Anybody from Staten Island? No, nobody's here from Queens, so we definitely, yes, we got one brother from Staten Island, yes! But I'm all about Manhattan. I'm the Deputy Manhattan Borough President, so what's up for Harlem, Manhattan? Thank you to Dashida Cannabis NYC for putting this event together. Thank you to all the organizers. Thank you for letting me say a couple minutes on behalf of Borough President Mark Levine. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Was a shock. The tone of the pop like touch shook your butt.
right now, right?
All right, all right. Let's get it started with our next panelist.
Our next panelist coming up, license panel discussion. We got Andrew Ward from the Cannabis and Tech magazine. Soham Bashor, I'm sorry, I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. Pulling up from Silk Road, NYC. Nicole Lucien from Bliss and Lex, and Omar Tejada from Gun Boys.
From Bliss and Lex. And we have Sohan Bashir from Silk Road, NYC. All right, so for all the licensees, the journey in New York and in most states has been really difficult, but there's also been filled with a lot of wins as well. Talking to our panelists over here, what was one of the biggest challenges you've had in the market so far, and what do you consider one of your biggest wins? Let's go down the line. Omar, you want to start?
Thank you for today. I'd say the biggest challenge we had was qualifying for the program. The program's requirements are very constringent, forces people to work outside their comfort zone, and there's a lot of talented people who deserve an opportunity to work in this industry, but the qualifications are preventing them from accessing. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges I can speak of.
And would you say your biggest win is getting the license in general, or have you seen other wins?
That being said, yes, acquiring a license and overcoming the obstacles is probably one of the biggest wins we've got.
Yeah, that the journey has been difficult for basically everyone in the process so far. Nicole, have you seen a similar challenge, or have you seen other challenges?
Absolutely. I think for me and my husband, Christopher, one of our biggest challenges was staying optimistic throughout the whole process. There's a lot of ups and downs, even after your license to getting operational, and a lot of that process is new for many of us. And so remaining optimistic is probably the biggest challenge for us, and the biggest success I would say is definitely opening our doors, but most importantly seeing our return customers. We've been open for about 5 weeks now, and we have a steady group of regulars, and hearing them come back and be satisfied with our service to me is the most rewarding part of this process.
That's amazing. It's great to hear. Hopefully we can be doing this next year, and everyone's biggest wins are, like you just said, a lot of good business, a lot of consistency, a lot of growth and development for your brands. Sohan, you want to finish off here? What's been the biggest challenge for you and the biggest win so far in your journey?
Our biggest challenge was just establishing our presence in the neighborhood. There's so many smoke shops in our neighborhood. So when we opened up, it was like, is this another smoke shop? And just being able to differentiate ourselves that we sell licensed, tested, clean cannabis products. So that was, it was difficult to get that across to the community and differentiate ourselves.
And if I could just add, I would second that, and that's something that we're still continuing to work on at our location. Every day we meet someone who asks us, are you legal, are you licensed? And so it's important for us to get the word out that we are legal, we are licensed, and we're here.
Yeah, I appreciate you both elaborating on that. Obviously differentiating between legal licensed shops and the unlicensed shops has been such a pressing concern. Would you say that that is the biggest concern in the market, or is there other challenges that you're seeing? And how would you like to change those? Omar, you want to build on that?
The educational part is the part that's distinguishing the legitimate shops from others. Historically, if you asked your dealer too many questions about the product, the assumption was you were trying to arrest them. So you quickly lost your opportunity to cop that thing. We offer all the product information you can ask for. We can educate you. We've gotten the information so that we can make it available to consumers. So I think that's one of the biggest indicators that you're a legitimate shop.
And Nicole, would you want to build on that too? Is it about education? Is that what you want to see change the market? Any other changes in the market that you want to see, and any other highlights going on?
Absolutely. I think for me the most important, and I know for a lot of the other legal cannabis shops, is to offer quality, consistent product. And so besides education, knowing that you're going to a legal dispensary that has quality product that's consistent, right? Because you hate to cop once and it's good and it hits, and then the next time you cop from the same guy and it doesn't hit and you're pissed now, right? And so I think the important message that we want to send across is not only is cannabis legal in New York, but it's safe, and we want to make sure you get it from a dispensary that can provide consistent quality.
And Sohan, you want to bring it home? What's some things that you like and want to see change in the market? Is it education and just getting between the unlicensed shops, or anything else that you want to talk about?
Yeah, definitely the education about the illicit shops and what you're getting there versus what you're getting here, and also just trusting the process. Like I'm a felon, with a license, and I've been doing this for 20 years. So I smoked every product in my store, so you're gonna get the best when you come over here. So just come check us out. We're at Silk Road, NYC, which is on 166-30. Jamaica Avenue, Jamaica, New York. Queens.
Check them all out. That was actually something I was going to bring up here too. I'm glad you did. It's really a lot of hardships, a lot of tough journey ahead, but shout out to these folks and all the other folks who have made it through. It's not an easy process. Go support these shops. Come through, become regular customers. Before we bring it home, I think we got time here. Yeah, we're going to say we do. One last thing, we're going to bring it home. Shout out your stores if you guys can.
Absolutely.
And just anything else you want to shout out about the market? What have you actually enjoyed about the New York market, and where can we come buy your stuff?
I believe the New York market is a beautiful place to learn about consuming if you're new, to extend your consumption means if you're used to it, and to challenge yourself as a veteran, because we got some strong products in New York as well. Speaking of which, at 248 West 125th Street, across from the iconic Apollo Theater, you can find the wonderful brand Gotham Buds. So we will be a provider of goods to the community. We have premium apparel available as well, and wonderful accessories for you guys to enjoy. So come check us out. We'd love to take good care of you.
Make it happen. Nicole.
Absolutely. We're the newest guy on the market, but we're happy to be here. I want to shout out my husband, Christopher. We are native New Yorkers. We are social equity applicants. We are what the card program is supposed to be about. A lot of doors were closed in my husband's face, and I've been there every step of the way. But we knew eventually that redemption would come, and we're so, so proud to have Bliss and Lex on 86 in Lexington, in the historic retail district of Lexington Avenue. So come see us, 4, 5, and 6 train, Lexington Avenue. We're right on the steps when you come upstairs.
Thank you very much. Sohan, you want to bring us home?
Sohan, we're open in Jamaica, Queens. It's Silk Road, NYC, 166-30 Jamaica Avenue. And, we're here and we want to let people know that, this is licensed cannabis, New York State. You should definitely shop legal and, come check us out.
All right, I want to thank all of our panelists today. Nicole Lucian from Bliss and Lex, Sohan Bashir from Silk Road NYC, Omar Tahada from Gotham Bud. Check them all out. Go support them. Go buy from them. Thank you all for listening. Appreciate the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. Enjoy
It's a
the
pleasure.
Body.
pica frente. Tú quieres condo y no sé si va a aguantar. Tanto concepto que hay encima de mi bitch que te quieres sentar. No tengo el punto sentimental.
Yo, it's a whole vibe up here.
It's a vibe out here.
Hey. Where's New York City at? Let me hear y'all. Shout out to DJ Cat.
Yes, listen. I don't know about y'all, but I'm high as a kite. I've been making sure I stay hydrated. I hope you guys are too. I've been having a blast going around talking to everybody. We got some people in the building still, right?
Yes, of course we do.
So we have the next speakers coming up. There's a great friend of mine. She's a badass. I know everybody knows her. Doing her thing out here representing women in cannabis. She says, I do it for the ladies all the time. Please put your hands together right now for Tribe Talks. Kim B from Tribe Talks.
Hey, 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 hey!
Who else do we got?
We've got Tanya Osborne from Canadiva!
Ladies, you better be making some noise right now. Hey!
Hey, 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 this is a little bit of a sneak preview of what's to come later on.
When I wake up,
Hey!
money on my mind, go time to get kicked up. Sunshine coming through my blinds, I'm living, but really go, it's never enough. 10 million, that's a must. Living in California, everybody wanna visit for. They come
Yo, yo! Welcome to the 51st March with Us, New York City Cannabis Parade, Rally, and Festival. I love that we are a festival and I'm as fuck. I want to thank you all for attending on behalf of the Cannabis Parade. There's a big team that goes behind all of this. And it starts all a really long time ago, 51 years ago, with Dana Beal. OG marching for the people and for the plant as a symbiosis. So we want to honor him today for coming up with a badass idea to have a smoke out in New York City. And 51 years later, we are doing exactly that. I want to shout out a team that I've worked really closely with. We're really honored to be able to put this parade, rally, and festival on with you. Tanya Osborne, Steve Bloom. Steve, where are you? Wave, Steve, there he is. Ryan Lepore, David Holland, and so many other amazing people, including Dashida Dawson, who I'd like to thank very much for getting the city involved, because, you know, we're fucking around with some, you know, that New York City money to put back into the plant and back into the people. Now, I'm not here to have some fancy speech. I don't have none of that left in me. What I have left in me is that there is more work to be done. So we need to not reschedule. We need to deschedule, and you need to write your politicians. You need to knock on their fucking doors, and you need to demand to free the plant. And again, thank you to all of you for coming today. My name is Kim B. I fuck around with weed for like 30 years. I was a degenerate smoker, but now I'm all the way up at the top in my home state in New York City with all of you. Peace.
Hey everybody, welcome to the parade. My question is, where's all the ladies at? All right, I'm here representing the women of cannabis. I love all the men here. I love all the people here, but I am here to represent the women in cannabis who really, contrary to popular belief, have been the instigators of the movement towards medical cannabis since its inception. So let's talk about it. Let's spot out the women. Let me hear you. I have been rocking with this parade. I know I don't look it, but I've been rocking with this parade for 31 years. Okay? So I feel super honored to be here. In fact, I know he never remembers my name, but Dana Beal, believe it or not. Dana Beal got me started in his apartment on Bleecker Street when our slogan was cures, not wars. I have been a medical cannabis advocate ever since, and I thank Dana Beal all the time for actually showing me the light. But today, you know, I'm here for the women. I lead a company called the Canadiva, where we inspire women to be present, to be engaged, to learn. Education is everything, right? Education is everything in this plan, right? So I want women to own businesses. I want women to work in organizations. I want women to build their own brands, learn as much as you can so we can continue to educate and be the force that we are, right? Can I get a little love for that? So I hope to see you all tonight at the after party.
We're hosting the after party.
Women supporting women. We're hosting the after party, so you know it's gonna be badass, right?
427 Broadway at the THC Museum. And if you, yes, THC NYC, they have a booth here and you can go scan a QR code, grab your tickets, they're only $20 and they support the parade.
Thank you so much. Have a great time, everyone. Waiting for you out there.
Only smoke girl blunt.
Yes.
This shit is a girl blunt.
I always know. Hey. All right, we're just gonna keep it moving because we are getting ready to count down that 420. I'm excited to bring up this next woman who I've had the pleasure of working with across the country. In the city of Portland, where I used to be the cannabis czar. They got me to come back home though, and I'm excited to bring her to the stage. Please show your love. Let me feel that New York City energy for Jeanette Ward, who is the founder and executive director of New Project.
Thank you. Hey, NYC. Woo! Thank you. Hi, I'm here to share a little bit about my story and maybe encourage you coming from other states. So as Dashita said, I have entered cannabis I came from another state. I now live here, where it's greater. And what I know is how economic justice is so important to this movement. I was arrested for cannabis at 20. And I understand, personally, the impact of the war on drugs and cannabis criminalization and over-policing. And there's this dream that the cannabis industry is going to repair some of those harms. And when you all legalized adult use, it was a watershed moment across the industry, across the country. It reverberated because of the scale, the size of your investment in the communities most harmed by the war on drugs. I gotta eat this thing. It is so uncomfortable. Okay. The size of the investment was huge. And you know what? It hasn't hit the streets yet, and that matters, because slow money is no money. And so you all have a large pot of money that is supposed to go to people building their businesses in a city where it's really expensive to build a business. And if that money doesn't hit their hands and fast, they're playing games with y'all. Now, what I want to tell you about New York is in this state, in this city, they're serious about social equity. They do mean it. And I come from other states where they look the other way. They really don't care about reparative justice. You actually have people who care, but y'all gotta press the gas. You gotta hold them accountable. And you who have been arrested, you who know what that impact is like, know what it's like to get the call because your father's been arrested, you who know need to press the gas and be the voices. A family separation, 25 years. We got folks in the crowd telling your stories, but y'all know what happened. Y'all know what it looks like, especially for black folks who are at the economic bottom. This drained wealth from our communities. So it is imperative that you all press the gas to get that money back to black communities. I know y'all can do it. It's gonna be rougher, it's gonna be tougher because y'all are out in front, but it's New York, y'all are made for it. Let's do it.
Well, this is a great opportunity to tell you a little bit about Cannabis NYC. Yes, if you don't already know, there is a special office in the Department of Small Business Services that is dedicated to helping the development of the legal cannabis industry. I am in charge of that office. My name is Dashida Dawson. I'm an East New York native, and I've now been in the legal cannabis industry for nearly 10 years, and I've really been able to work across the country. But at the end of the day, I came back home because New York arrested more people than any other state in the country, and New York City was the arrest capital of New York. That's not necessarily something to cheer about, but we are trying to fix it. And so our office is really helping to hold the line. We work hand in hand with the New York State Office of Cannabis Management, and we'll be hearing from the Executive Director, Chris Alexander, a bit later. We're also counting down to 420. So you want to make sure that you're ready. So we are going to shout out our delivery partners, Society House. If you want to get legal cannabis delivered to you, we have a delivery pickup out there at the purple tent. It is the Society House, thesocietyhousebk.com for you to check it out. Additionally, please, if you have cannabis packaging, you want to recycle them, please check out Repop Box, our cannabis recycling partner. There are Repop boxes throughout the festival, but there's also a booth right here in the middle. If you haven't already taken your photo, we have a photo booth here as well as in the street. And if you're interested, of course, in legal consumption, the street is where you're legally able to do that. Are y'all having a good time? Can I hear y'all? Yes? Okay. We want to again thank you to our New York City Parks and New York City Street Activity Office for helping us with the permit. I want to shout out, I didn't think I would ever do this as a person from East New York, but I do have to give a shout out to the NYPD because they carried us all the way down from 33rd Street here to 15th Street, and they're here ensuring that we're having a fantastic time without any issues. Lastly, this is part of our Liftoff tour. We've been on tour since last year. I like to jokingly think of myself as Beyonce on that tour, but I ask that you continue to join us on the tour. Our next big stop is actually at the Cannabis World Congress and Business Expo, and you can take a look at that conference here, right here in the front. That's on June 5th and the 6th. And then we'll be at Medgar Evers on June 22nd in Brooklyn, where we will be helping to host the 3rd annual Cannabis Education Festival. We are on tour to ensure that communities that have been disproportionately impacted really learn about what's happening with legalization. It's not something that's happening to us. It's actually happening for us, by us, and we want you to be a part of it. Yes, for us, by us. I want to give a shout out also to all of our partners. If you haven't gone to the booths, there are legal dispensaries that are here. Shout out to Happy Monkey. Shout out to Turp Brothers. Shout out to the All-in-One, which is our one producer license here in the city. But there are over 50 legal stores in New York City that you can visit and participate and buy legal. Now, why do I buy legal? Because I used to be a very, very loyal customer of the legacy community. I buy legal for a few reasons. Number one, New York is the first state to make cannabis tax revenue go back to communities most harmed. 40% of that cannabis tax revenue. And so whenever I buy, that tax revenue is going back to my home communities like this one, like East New York, like Uptown, like the Bronx. So buying legal is supporting also the very communities that you're from. We've also started intentionally. New York, in just 2 years of actually licensing, we have doubled the number of black operators that are licensed in the country. That says a lot, okay? So woo, woo, woo. New York is doing it. So when we again are buying legal, you're literally in New York buying from legacy operators that have crossed over into the legal industry. So legacy to legal, legacy to license is a real thing here, and we're trying to make it happen. I want to support the plug. In 2018, I said we should make the plug legit, and we are doing so. The last reason why I buy legal is because I am a cannabis medical patient registered in the state of New York, and I am here because I really need cannabis as medicine for my early MS, and I need to know what I actually am consuming. And so if I'm not trying to grow my own legally under the medical program, which you can, and soon you'll be able to do so as an adult use as well, I want to make sure that I'm buying products that lets me know that it's safe, lets me know the ingredients inside, and actually understand how much THC and other cannabinoids are in the actual medicine. Unfortunately, for a lot of the illegal stores, one, they're not the plug, number one. Number two, they're not from the community. And number three, usually the product is not what I consider excellent product for a lot of different reasons. So those are my top 3 reasons for buying legal. And again, if you want to buy legal in New York City, there are over 50 legal dispensaries here, over 100 in the state, serving every single region. We're thrilled to support a legal industry that's built on equity first, and we're excited to share that mission with the rest of the world. How we doing on sound back here? It's good. Yes, we're ready. We're getting our DJ back set up. It looks like somebody unplugged us, unfortunately. What'd you say? Yes, okay, awesome. Well, we are definitely getting excited as well for our next musical performance. As soon as we get all of the things set up here, we'll be bringing up Diga the Heisman to grace us on the stage. But I do want to just make sure folks know that if you need to use the restrooms, we have porta potties over here, as well as in the street. You can also get a free We Cannabis t-shirt at our Cannabis NYC table right here to the left. And if you're looking to learn about how to get into the licensed business, I want to shout out Community Cultivated Foundation, who is helping to lead our New York State Application Assistance Program, or NAP. So with that being said, I'm going to pass the mic over to the DJ, or are we still trying to get it working? First of all, how many people, this is your first time to go to the parade? Woo-woo! How many people are veterans of the parade? I'm thrilled to see so many new faces, but it's always a thrill to see the old faces who have been here. I've been doing this parade for now nearly a decade as a advocate and participant. It's been such an amazing experience to lead the city's effort to support and amplify that of our legacy advocates. We have legacy operators, legacy consumers, we have legacy advocates as well. And so, yeah, I want to thank y'all for being here. I will hopefully see you next year we do this every year for the 52nd. And if you're interested in being a part of it, you want to go to newyorkcity.gov/cannabis and make sure you sign up for our newsletter, The Plug, and you will get plugged into all of the events that we have going on here. Last but certainly not least, we are thrilled to also debut the launch of our new workforce initiative, CREATE, which stands for the Cannabis Reentry Employment Assistance and Training Experience, is creating a pathway to the cannabis industry for re-entering citizens. So if you've been impacted by incarceration in the last 3 years, you are eligible to participate in this program. And this program will absolutely be one of the first of many in the city. It's a pilot, but we have a table here for CREATE where you can learn more about how you can get involved in the workforce. I also want to give a shout out to CannAware Society. They are a New York City cannabis ambassador, one of the first that we've worked with here in the city, where you can get workforce development and entrepreneurial education. Shout out to Cannabis Workforce Initiative, CWI, who is hosting free education on how to get into the workforce. It's looking like we got our executive director as well coming to the mic as we're figuring things out. Again, we can't do it without the leadership of the state. I'm thrilled to be in arms with my brother, the executive director, Chris Alexander. I don't know if a lot of people of y'all know, but Chris is actually the first and the only black man in the country to oversee the development of a legal cannabis industry. Please, let's, again, round of applause. Why is that important to know? Because this has been an industry that when criminalized, has historically locked up black and brown people predominantly, and predominantly black men. In this state alone, nearly 60% of the arrests between 1970 and 2010 were of black men, with over 35% of the arrests being of Hispanic men. 90% of the arrests during this same time period were of men. So while definitely we are looking to repair the harm, it is something that we have to look at the stats as to how we were harmed. While men went to jail, women and children were left in communities disproportionately impacted, like East New York, left to fend for themselves and without income in their communities. The disinvestment in our communities was pretty much defended based on the cannabis criminalization effort. And so New York State is working overtime to ensure that we get to repair the harm. We can take a tool of systemic racism and turn it into a tool of reparative and restorative justice. While we continue to move the party along, we're real excited to bring up Digger Heisman. We finally got our music back. I want to thank y'all for rocking with me during this time. I could keep talking about cannabis all day. My name again is Dashita Dawson. I'm the founding director of Cannabis NYC, and I'm thrilled to bring you this fantastic event every year. Thank you so much. Digger? No, Digger is next, and then we'll do Chris. Sorry, we got to do Digger. Yeah! We got our 420 countdown coming up.
I know I'm waiting for that 420 countdown. Did everybody roll up already?
You gotta get ready.
Y'all gotta roll up right now. And make sure you got your own lighter.
Yes.
All right? Don't be trying to steal lighters. Just go look at the vendors and grab some goodies and interact with each other.
Yes. But before we celebrate our 420, we've got to at least hear from the person who makes it happen at the state level, ensures that we are developing our legal licensed cannabis industry. I'm really excited again to bring him to the stage, my brother, who in arms I've been working with for years as we have done this work. He started as an advocate. We've all started as an advocate and has now moved into leadership. I want to bring our executive director of the Office of Cannabis Management.
Let's bring him up right now.
Alexander!
Come on. Okay. You see the swag?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to be here once again. Is this 52? 50, 51. 51 years we've been here banging down the doors. For the last 10, I've been honored to be a participant, to be an advocate, and here now with this opportunity to lead. Let me tell y'all something. I came here last year and I said that it was so beautiful to be here when it's no longer about the protest. It's about the celebration. I come back here this year, we gotta get back to the protest, okay? We gotta remember, no matter where you sit in this process, you're an advocate, you're a smoker, you're somebody that wants to grow a business, create opportunity in your community, find job placement for people who are trying to find their way. Whatever you wanna do, make sure that you take the time to defend what has been built here. We've got to defend what has been built here. In the last 3 years, the New York State Office of Cannabis Management has done some incredible work of changing the narrative of what it means to build an equitable and diverse industry. It has been rough, okay? And nobody knows that better than me. But when you are changing the status quo, it's gotta be rough. That's the only way to do it. It's gonna be an uphill climb, but what I'm telling you now, as we're looking out and we're looking ahead, New York now has more black-owned dispensaries than the rest of the country combined. And we did that in a year. We did that in a year. Unlike other places where if you had a conviction, you couldn't participate, we said, no, that's the criteria. If you don't got it, don't even show up. If you weren't impacted, don't show up. And now we're in a place where we've laid an important foundation And now it's about growing the opportunity and expanding the opportunity. But with more access, more opportunity, more money, more problems. There's a lot of interest right now trying to make sure that we don't become what we are intended to become. The market that's focused on small businesses, that's focused on making sure that those who are impacted have a way in. That's the commitment. That's the purpose. That is the job. Now, I've been hard at work in Albany, here, in Buffalo, across the state, trying to drive the narrative that we can do this right, that we can be successful in what the MRTA laid out for us as a mission. We can do it, but we gotta stay together and we gotta stay committed to the mission. I wanna thank Dashida Dawson and Cannabis NYC for the work that they've done to grow this event. This is such a beautiful day for all of us. Last year it was raining, the year before that it was raining, and now, yeah, it's better. But I want to thank Dashida and her team for the work that they've done. I want to thank Cassandra Frederique, who was up here earlier. That's my former boss at the Drug Policy Alliance. She's been leading this work to change the status quo across the country. I'm going to give a big special shout out to the OCM team that's here. Make sure you plug in with them. Get signed up for updates. Whenever we're rolling out job training opportunities, licensing windows, etc., make sure you connect with the office. And I want to leave you with this. It took us a long time to get to the point where this event was now something that the government participates in and supports. Now, the next stage of this requires all of our continued participation. The next stage of this is that we grow and expand New York cannabis brands so that they become the top brands in the world. Federal change is happening, but we've taken the important steps here in New York to make sure that the culture will be preserved through these New York brands. Let's stay committed to the mission. Do not get distracted. I won't. Thank you. Thank you, New York.
Hey! Shout out to Chase Bird! Our inaugural Glenn Marshall! Let's get it, y'all. That countdown is coming. It's coming. Hey! I just don't know if we have enough mics. Let's go. All right, we getting ready for it. It's 4:18, y'all. Y'all ready for that 420 countdown? Let's get it.
I'm ready for this 420
I'm
countdown.
so thrilled to be on stage with such amazing people. Of course, we cannot celebrate 420 without Shice Buzz.
All my stoners, make some noise! Yeah. What's going on?
First of all,
talk to us.
Thank you so much for being our inaugural Grand Marshal.
Oh, the honor was mine. You already know what it is. Grand Marshal forever.
Grand Marshal forever. But at the same time, you know that whenever there's a new one, similar to pageants, you know, the old is forced the new in. And we got to name a new Grand Marshal earlier today.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes, she did.
And
Here
as
she
we get ready
is.
for countdown, I want to bring up Pilar de Jesus, our Grand Marshal.
Hey,
Our Grand Marshal.
make some noise.
I'm going to give
Make
y'all
some
the
noise.
honors here.
Thank you.
What's up, everyone? This is like our second 420 celebration. I'm excited to be the Grand Marshal. I think 600 people voted. Shout out to organizing. I say the way you get things done is organizing, and that's what I did. I organized my people who cared and understood the work that I do, and so I thank you. But I thank Dashida and New York City Cannabis for all the work that they're doing in the city. And so yeah, I hope everyone's having a freaking amazing good time. I feel it. Everyone's high and nice. I love it. It's always a good vibe here. How many seconds we have?
We're there. We're ready.
We on our
Everybody got
countdown
the
right now
lighters out?
to 420. 420 is every day. You already know what it is. What time is it? Anybody got the time?
Yeah. What time is it? It's 4:20.
It's that time.
All right, everyone, light it up.
Make some
Whoa. Remember, it's just a
flag. Roll that shit. Light that shit. Hey. Let's go. Come on. Okay, Kat, what's up? I see you over there getting busy.
That was nice. That was nice. We just lit up with the whole Union Square, guys. 51 years of the New York City Cannabis Parade.
That's right. We're going to carry on tradition and smoke it up. You already know what it is. Everybody came in peace. You already know what it is. That's how we do it in New York City. We smoke big, we think big, and we do big things.
And let's remember, don't fall for the politics with the rescheduling. We need decrim now. There are too many people still in jail for cannabis. We're going to say that over and over. But until people are out of jail for cannabis, we need to get them out. We got this guy who went to jail for cannabis, and he's been fighting for a long time. We don't know yet. Yes, we need to make sure that Dana doesn't go to jail. We want to make sure those people who are in jail get out, and we want our reparations.
Get them reparations.
We also want to take this time to recognize those who have fallen while in this journey. There have been many millions of victims of the war on drugs, especially here in New York. But we do want to give a moment for Doug Green, who is a major advocate in our community. He is no longer with us, but just a moment of silence for Doug, and a puff, of course. Cannabis Excelsior. Can I give a round of applause for all of those that are fallen, but of course, shout out to Doug Green, who would have loved to be on the stage and showcase with everyone. We are rounding the corner of almost finishing this up. You only got about a half an hour left to still enjoy all of our exhibitors. Make sure you get a free t-shirt. Make sure you check out our outside area here in the street where you're legally able to smoke, and you can also pick up your delivery from the Society House, a legal dispensary in Brooklyn. And again, I just want to take a minute to thank all of those who are on stage. We're joined, of course, by our Grand Marshal nominees, the Dame Duchess and Cassandra Frederique. Woo! And of course, I'm just, again, wanted to shout out Dana Beal. Dana has been on this journey for more than 50 years. And for fear of actually giving you the mic, because I know how you do, right?
Would like to not go to jail. I'm right now slated to go to jail. You can take my little card and contribute with my campaign to legalize pot in Idaho so they can't put me in jail. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to jail. It'll be like a couple months or it'll be a year. People are still going to prison in 26 states in this country. And we have to end that.
That ain't right.
He said it, and he said it first. because Dana Beal is part of the historic Yippies, who is really the founder of this parade. And so last year the city got an opportunity to recognize him, but it's been unfortunate because while in this fight, he's also been incarcerated. Idaho says they're not going to legalize until we get federal legalization. So that's what they claim.
They're not going to legalize it despite they tried to amend their constitution so they can keep it illegal even if the feds legalized it outright, which Schedule 3 is not outright.
And so what we do want to just reiterate is that New York City is the global capital of cannabis. We want to demonstrate excellence, and so we've got to do our job to spread not only the love, spread the culture, but spread the education about what we're doing with Equity First and access. And if you want to support Dana,
I'm going to pass out through the cards. Cards. Take the GoFundMe on the card and put 20 bucks on it. Thank you.
Thank you. He said, don't get the dub. Give it to Dana.
Go get your cards. You guys better
He's
go
going
print
through
out
all
some
that
cards
for a
yourselves.
plant. Could you imagine? It's crazy.
Yes. All right, well, we are rounding the time. I did want to give a moment so that we can talk about Cannabis NYC. Yes, we're going to do that. The
Yes,
good news is,
please make sure you guys take care of the earth, right? And pick up after yourselves. No trash on the floor. Find the garbage cans.
yes, find the garbage cans, but also if you have cannabis packaging, you have an opportunity to recycle it. I want to shout out Repop Box, who is our cannabis recycling partner. They're located here, but there are also boxes throughout the festival. It is a box where you can get rewards for your recycling of cannabis packaging. So please check it out. Hey, woo! All right, this is the most that we've had on stage. We're gearing up for our headliner, Havoc, from Mobb Deep. Are y'all ready for that? I think we're ready to have I'm gonna have this head bopping.
I know I'm ready.
I know I'm ready. And then after that, we'll be shutting down around 5 p.m. But what I will say is afterwards, you take it to the after party. And the after party is at THC NYC, so not too far. And that will be bumping from 6 to 10.
Yeah, hosted by Kim B from Tribe Talks. So I can't wait for that. I heard there's going to be a little bit of food over there.
Food and fun. And of course, it's going to be a lituation. All right, so we're going to take it to a quick music break for a second as we're transitioning. And we'll bring out next. Stay tuned for Havoc, who is our headliner. We're really thrilled. Thank y'all so much. A round of applause for y'all for being here. Thank you so much for continuing to support, continuing to show the love. And,
it's been an amazing time. I think we've all had a lot of fun. We want to thank you for the amazing job that you've done. So round of applause to you. You are amazing. You're a great light. You are a smart woman, and you are here pushing for everyone. And we really appreciate you at the end of the day.
I do it for the community. Speaking of the community, I failed to shout out one important group, and there's so many people here that are part of it. It is the Cannabis NYC 5-Borough Coalition. This 5-Borough Coalition is a democratized coalition. That means you all can join it. If you're interested in being part of our coalition that is community-centered, business-supported, and government-protected, I want you to take a look at our Cannabis NYC table. Sign up, sign up. We meet on a bi-weekly basis, just met yesterday, where we talk about everything that's happening with cannabis. We allow community members to bring topics to the table for us to further discuss, and oftentimes we have to call out the things that are happening in government from within government, and this allows me to do that with the community backing. So shout out to the Cannabis NYC.
Shout out to Cannabis NYC Coalition, 5-Borough Coalition. Oh, are they still transitioning? We could just keep giving people some shout outs, right?
Yes, of course. Who you got to shout out?
Happy Monkey.
Hey!
Where's my Happy Monkey team? All right, we outside. Stay tuned. We have someone open up in Dykeman pretty soon.
Oh, word.
So stay tuned for that. Who else do we have in the building?
Yeah. We also want to shout out Dazed.
Dazed.